there, Pips, and welcome to Thriving at Work. And today my expert of the week is Stu.
Don't oversell me.
Yeah. No, but it's really exciting. We've been spending a couple of days. We're here in Mumbai, so I thought before we all fly out, that I'll take the opportunity to have a chat. You did a super presentation yesterday, so. Look, what is your business called? It's called Cat, Mat, Dog. What is this all about, Stu? Come on, tell us a little bit about what you do, who you are.
Cat, Mat, Dog, yeah, indeed. So we're a strategic storytelling company. Stories is what we're about, and the meaning of stories, the power of stories, and empowering people, I guess, to use story and the benefit of story to make meaning of their lives, make meaning of their product, make meaning of their business, in order to articulate what it is that they do, and more importantly, why it is that they do it.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's really important. So, when we're looking at ourselves, we come to a certain moment where we're meeting somebody and you have to tell us your story. And sometimes if you don't actually think about it, it's quite hard, and you start, say, oh, well, I'm only this, or I'm just this. And this is not really kind of a great way to introduce yourself, is it?
Yeah, I think people are often unprepared for the very simple question, which is, hi, I'm so-and-so, what do you do?
Yeah.
And as you say, your first impression is, as you say, the worst case is, I'm only a shop assistant, or I'm only a this one, only that.
Yes.
And it's underwhelming for the person that's hearing that, because you say, well, why are you doing yourself down? That's a part of who you are, and you're not really projecting it, and therefore your first impression is quite weak. And first impressions, I come from a psychology background, as I probably mentioned yesterday. First impressions are so important, and you've only got, depending on which expert you listen to, between sort of 3 seconds, 6.5 seconds, up to 37 seconds to make that first initial impact. And if you don't wow them in that first little bit, you've kind of lost.
Yeah.
And there were so many subconscious signalings going on. This is the thing.
Yeah.
It's not just what I'm saying, but how I'm dressed, how my hair is done. How am I doing?
Your hair is fabulous.
It's sending the right signals.
Absolutely.
And all these things are being processed subconsciously.
That's right.
And then people will decide within that very short time frame whether you are worth knowing, not worth knowing, you are somebody of value, somebody not of value, etc., etc. So I think just fielding that simple question, hey, what do you do? Everybody at minimum should have an elevator pitch up their sleeve.
Okay.
An elevator pitch is a simple thing in terms of who you are.
Right. So how would it do that then? 7 seconds, guy. Less than 7 seconds to actually make a great impression. So how would they do that? How our audience watching us would actually be able to sit down and do something that would be catchy enough so they can grab that attention? Yeah,
that's a great question. I favor a little 3-part format for that, actually. If you depending on there can be 2 types of elevator pitch. One is you personally, or you in the context of business. But let's say, me in the context of business, it's a networking situation, something like that. Hi, I'm so-and-so, who are you, what do you do?
Yes.
Now, when somebody asks you the question, what do you do? Don't tell them what you do. Because there is no quicker way to have them heading for the drinks counter than that. If you tell people what your
jobs are,
the
conversation straight on.
Exactly, because it sounds so damn prosaic, so boring. Yeah.
Right.
So instead, 3-step format, you might say, well, did you know something? So you might, let's say I'm in the banking finance industry. You might say, did you know that $2 trillion of cash is transferred around the world every day?
Oh, okay.
So it's
cool.
like a bit of just a wow, sort of a hook, So bang, did you know that $2 trillion of cash is transferred around the world every day? And you go, oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect to hear that. Then you say, well, I work at Citibank, and we let's say, process 25% of that, and my role in the bank is I'm the treasury manager.
Okay, that sounds much more exciting for a treasury manager to introduce himself like that.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That just, I'm a treasury manager.
Yeah.
It kills the conversation straight away.
And then, depending on if there's a business angle to it, you might say, what that means to you is, if you put your money into our bank, we can turn into this, or we can transfer it quicker, or benefit. It must be benefit driven.
Wow.
And then you might sign off with a little call to action.
Okay.
If this is something of interest to the busy Queen Bee and her empire, let's have a cup of coffee next Tuesday if that suits you, and we can talk about how we can, turn your money into more money, something like that. So it's kind of